What was the first domino that fell? So I imagine there's an element of the Iranians now going, if we buckle here, then for the rest of time, America are going to repeat this playbook.
I hear what you're saying. I think that after the 12-day war last June, the Iranians understood that their deterrent capacity had failed. They were incapable of preventing the Americans and the Israelis from hitting them and their proxies whenever they wanted. We've talked a lot about Iran. We haven't talked at all about Lebanon. There's another war going on in Lebanon right now. The Israelis are hitting the Lebanese very hard. There's over 1 million displaced people in the last several weeks.
Why? What is this war?
Well, Hezbollah, which is a terrorist organization as recognized by Israel and the United States, though not everybody, continues to have the ability to engage in strikes against Israel. Nowhere close to the strength of the Israeli military, but the Lebanese government promised to disarm them. They have not done that. And so Hezbollah has been able to continue to engage in missile strikes, relatively small numbers of missile strikes, into the north of Israel, where Israeli citizens live. There was a period of time after the October 7th attacks by Hamas, where over 100,000 Israelis had to evacuate from their homes and their schools and the rest for like a year because Hezbollah was making their lives hell. Right. So what Israel is now doing is they're going to take territory, about 5 to 7 kilometers of Lebanese land. They're going to occupy it as a buffer zone to protect those Israeli civilians from Hezbollah being able to hit them with their weapons. That is the intention here. And so what Iran understands is that their ability to deter Israel from hitting Hezbollah at the beginning, in October 7th, Hezbollah was the most powerful non-state military in the world. No one else was close. And today, Hezbollah has shown that their leadership gets targeted and destroyed, assassinated across the board by the Israelis, that their military is incapable, their critical infrastructure can be disrupted, and that Israel can also hit Beirut, the capital of Lebanon, and no one can do anything in return to Israel.
There's lots of chaos going on in the world right now. Was there a way to have avoided all of this? Was there something that someone could have done further upstream to avoid all this chaos that we're seeing now in the Middle East? Like, what was the first domino that fell?
In Iran, you do have an enormously repressive regime that has the ability to take action against their own people in an incredibly brutal way, as we saw play out in January. And it's also a regime that does not respect the right of Israel to exist. It's also a regime that has been sending weapons and money and military advice to other revolutionary actors around the region, undermining security in Yemen, undermining security in Iraq, undermining security in Syria. So, I mean, the fact that at the core of the Middle East, you have a revolutionary regime that was exporting instability and violence is a serious problem.